Hello children. As I had promised you that I'll be discussing about the conversion of sentences. So I'm starting it today. And today I'll be discussing about conversion of simple sentences to complex and then complex sentences to simple sentences. So let us start. So conversion of simple to complex. What is the rule? First rule is by expanding a word or a phrase into the noun clause. For example, a simple sentence may be, he pleaded for his success. So this is the word or the phrase. This is the phrase. For his success. So how I'm going to change it? He pleaded that for his innocence, that he is innocent. So he pleaded for his innocence, and for his innocence will be changed into that he was innocent. This is a noun clause. Another example, I know her name. Her name. So how I'm going to change into a noun clause? I know what her name is. See, here is a verb. So this is the noun clause, what her name is. So we have changed the simple sentences into complex sentences. Now the next rule, by expanding a word or phrase into an adjective clause. Adjective clause. So, example, simple sentence, I want a car to drive. See, this is the phrase. And complex, I want a car that I can drive. This is the adjective clause. That I can drive. Adjective clause. Then the next rule is by expanding a word or a phrase into an adverb clause. For example, simple sentence, being rich, he cannot understand the suffering of the poor. So, in complex form will be, as he is rich, he cannot understand the suffering of the poor. Another example can be, he is too weak to move out of doors. The complex sentence would be, he is so weak that he cannot move out of doors. That he cannot move out of doors is the adverb clause. And too weak to move out, this is the phrase of, this is simple sentence. And that, so that we are using instead of to, and thus we are changing it into complex sentence. Next, vice versa, complex to simple. Again, converting the noun clause into a word or a phrase. For example, complex sentence, I know where he was born. Simple sentence will be, I know his birthplace. Where he was born, his birthplace. So we are changing the phrase into a clause. Another example, I expect that I shall get a prize. In the complex form, I expect to get a prize. Here we are using what? Non-finite verb, infinitive, and we are making it into a simple sentence. Next, converting an adjective clause into a word or a phrase. For example, only those who work hard will succeed. Who work hard will succeed. Only hard-working boys will succeed. So only hard-working boys. We are just transforming this into a phrase. Hard-working boys. Then another example. Give me some water that I may drink. This is a clause. And give me some water to drink. We are making it into simple, but just changing the clause to this phrase, or we are using infinitive. Then next rule, converting an adverb clause into a word or a phrase. So the example, because he was ill, he could not attend the function. Because he was ill, he could not attend the function. So how? See here, because he was ill. This is the clause. He could not attend the function on account of his illness. This phrase we are using. The phrase we are using and changing it into what? Simple sentence. Next example. They cried as loudly as they could. As they could, you can see. Now the simple one. They cried at the top of their voice. At the top of. This is the phrase which we are using for as loudly as they could. This is the verb we are using. This is a clause. This is the adverbial clause. And we are changing it into phrase to make it a simple sentence. So these are the ways in which we use, in which we transform the sentences from simple to complex or complex to simple. Today I had discussed this. Next day I am going to discuss the other transformation procedures. Thank you so much. Please go through.